I see so many new streamers just sitting at 0 viewers and wondering why they can't grow. People think they can just slap a camera in front of their face, plop down and play their favorite game. What makes you so interesting? Why should I watch you? Hi, I'm Ambro, and I've been streaming for a little over a month now, and I'm sitting at about a 20 to 30 viewer average per stream. I've hit as high as 58 organically. Here's some tips and tricks to help you kickstart your streaming channel. Roll the intro. The first thing I want to say is that there is no one right way to grow. Actually, let me take that back. There is, and that's hard work. Growing on Twitch or Facebook or whatever platform that you call your home is a grind. There's no two ways around it. To break it down very simply, there are two types of streamers out there. Number one is your social streamer. This is just you and your friends going on stream, playing a few games, maybe playing with a few other people, and that's it. Whoever stops by, stops by. The second type of streamer is someone who's building a brand and building a community and treating it as if it's a business. I fall under number two. I have an amazing Discord community centered around paying it forward and supporting each other like family. But I have to treat it with a level of professionalism that the community deserves. There are so many amazing, hardworking people that deserve it. This brings me to my first tip, and that is to have fun. If streaming feels more like a burden than something that you would do for fun, or do as a hobby, then this probably isn't for you. I want to get this tip out of the way because if you're feeling as if streaming is becoming a burden, then please take a break. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to get stressed out. People do things that they love every single day and get stressed. That's just normal, we're all human. But my point is it shouldn't feel that way when you're building up your channel. My father always used to say to me, son, do what you love and the money will come. Or, when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like a job. And you know what? He's 100% right. I absolutely love streaming video games and I love what I'm doing with my community. I am so incredibly passionate about helping others and continuing to build up this community that it's fun and I look forward to it every single day. I'm finding other like-minded people who are as passionate about video games as I am. Tip number two is to network. I cannot stress how important it is to get your butt on social media. Do you know any large name brands that don't have a social media presence in 2020? No, you don't. It's a necessity to have a social media account in 2020 to grow a brand or a stream or whatever. And what I mean by networking is not just having the channel, but also actually reaching out to people and using that network. I see so many people that just use their social media accounts only for posting their going live links, but who cares? When I network, I reach out to other small-time streamers, or I'll reach out to other streamers that might be a little bit larger than mine, ask how they're doing, what the things that they're doing. I'm taking constant notes, or I'm offering my own advice to other people in my community. Getting on face-to-face conversations with people or phone calls and 1v1 phone calls in today's day and age should not be underrated. When people appreciate you because you've helped them or they've helped you or whatever the situation is, you feel some sort of way to help them back. That may mean them checking out your channel, or retweeting your latest tweet on Twitter, or giving you a like on Instagram. I make sure to retweet and favorite as many of my fellow streamers' posts as possible, because I know that that is one huge component on how to grow. And you know what? They do it to me too. And then we visit each other's channels, and then we get that extra view, that extra bit of exposure that we might not have had before. Please start networking, I urge you. Use your social media outreach as more than just a means to drop your links. Another thing about social media is to make sure you're adding content for your community to consume. Consider adding things like memes or just your general thoughts or maybe some quotes. Your social media community can bleed over to your streaming community, so it's important that you give them content to consume. If you take a look at my account, I always have some memes, or I have some pictures, or just some thoughts, funny things. I'm giving them something to get an insight into who I am and why they should join our community. Next tip, you don't need a fancy setup. Look behind me. I don't have anything fancy going on. You don't need a fancy green screen. You don't need all these flashing lights. Does my setup look like ninjas or shrouds? Of course not. It's not possible with my current living situation, and that goes for a lot of other fellow small-timers. And that's the point. You don't need a green screen, you don't need the fancy lights, you just need you. Does it help at a certain point? Of course it does. Catching someone's eye with a nice background and some lights, maybe guitars or whatever other hobbies that you might have, that will definitely pique someone's interest. Particular to this discussion, to kickstart your channel, you absolutely do not need the highest level of equipment or all these fancy lights to succeed. You just don't. People come to engage with you. They come to talk to you, not what's behind you. This brings me to my next point, and that is to engage with your viewers. And this is a huge one that I really want to talk about for a few minutes. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone into other people's streams, I've said hi, I've asked how they're doing, what they're playing, and then they don't check their chat for like 5 to 10 minutes. By that point, I'm already just checked out and disinterested. There are 3 reasons that you watch someone stream. 1, they're good at the game. Guys like Shroud, guys like Ninja, they're awesome streamers and they are very engaging. But I'd be lying if I told you that people didn't go to their channel because they were bad at the game. No, that's not how it goes. A lot of people watch Shroud just because he's good at first-person shooters. A lot of people watch Ninja just because he's good at Fortnite, and that's it. The second reason to watch a streamer is because they have knowledge. This is a big one, and a lot of streamers do just chatting streams because they know what they're talking about and people want to learn from them and people want to listen. But this also pertains to video games, especially for guys like Shroud and like Ninja who are really good at the game. But there's also other guys that are in between where we are and guys that are in between where they are that have a ton of knowledge to spill. You might want to learn how to play the game, so you go watch these guys and ask them for tips and tricks on how to do it. The last and most important reason that people come to watch a streamer is because of you. And I made this point a little bit before, but I want to stress it here. People come to watch you. They come to engage and chat with you. There are dozens of small-time streamers that I would recommend to you simply because they are super engaging with their chat. They are all variety streamers. None of them play just one game. I certainly don't only play one game. I know that people come for me. I am always talking to my chat. I'm always proposing new polls, or I'm always talking about what their favorite games are. I've really gotten to know these people, and they return because they want to talk to me and I want to talk to them. That's my particular brand and style, but engaging with your chat is always a priority. Please constantly check your chat. Talk with your viewers. Even if you only have one, talk to that one viewer as if there's 1,000 of them. And I cannot stress that enough. Get used to talking to yourself. Early on, you're not going to have dozens or hundreds of people to talk to, so get used to talking to yourself. How do you expect to get regulars to watch you if you just sit there and say nothing? You're not going to. They're not going to watch you. Next tip is to find your style. If you look at guys like Dr. Disrespect who are always in persona, that's their particular style and brand. I'm not saying that you have to go to that extent, but what I mean is find something that you're comfortable with and stick to it. Personally, when you watch my stream, I'm very much like I am now. I'm very animated, I'm outspoken, I'm loud, and I'm obnoxious. That's just my style and it works for me. I'm not saying that you have to copy that, but find something that you're comfortable with. And everyone isn't going to find my style attractive, but I'm not looking for those people. I'm looking for the people that want to come for me. Other people prefer chill streamers, and that's totally fine. Shroud is an incredibly chill streamer, and he's actually my favorite streamer. Next tip is set up your schedule. And what you probably think I mean by this is to set up a stream schedule, which is incredibly important, and I want to stress that. Have a set stream schedule. It makes it easy for people to find you. But the other side of the coin that I want to talk about is not only to have a set stream schedule, but also to have a set schedule for offline work. On days that I'm not streaming, I am working my absolute hardest. Like today, I'm working on this video and I'm not streaming and I'm not doing anything else. But on days that I'm not making videos, I am networking, I am researching, I am checking my channel analytics, I am doing everything in my power to find out how I can continue to grow. All of the hard work happens behind the scenes. The on-stream views and subs are just a tangible representation of my hard work. My last tip is to join communities. Joining communities with like-minded people can be huge for your growth. You want people who are on the same path as you. Let me stress this, you do not have to do this alone. It's much easier to do with other people who are willing to help. The community that I've built is entirely focused around helping each other, supporting each other like family, and paying it forward. These are the people that I want to surround myself with. For you, it might be a Warzone community or a cooking community. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of community it is, but get your butt in there. These communities also offer amazing opportunities for networking and collaborating. One really important thing that I want to stress is do not join follow for follow groups. They do not work. Not only is follow for follow against Twitch and YouTube guidelines in terms of service, but these people don't care about you or your brand. I see streamers with hundreds, if not thousands of followers on Twitch, but they sit at a 3-viewer average. That's because all of those followers are empty. They don't care about your brand and they don't want to come see you. They genuinely do not care about you. You need to find those people who genuinely want to spend time with you and want to see your content. In fact, I always tell people that when I get raided by someone, I tell the raiders, do not follow me. Stick around, watch my content, and then if you like what you see, feel free to do whatever you want. Make me earn it. Don't follow me for the sake of being nice. While it's appreciated, it's not how I'm going to grow. And whenever I send off a raid, which I do at the end of every stream, I tell everyone in the audience, do not follow them right away. Do not sub to them. Watch them for a while. Make them earn it. Make sure it's something that you would want to watch. And since we almost always raid someone in the community, we can always give them some feedback and some tips later on how they would improve it and then condone the follow. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked what you saw, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. I am a variety streamer and I do stream 4 days a week. I'll leave a link to my Twitch channel down below. Come say hi sometime. I love talking with you guys. I also mentioned my Discord community a few times for good reason. We are always looking for like-minded people to join our community and continue to pay it forward. We help each other out and we support each other like family. And we raid at the end of every single stream. If you have any interest in joining, please DM me or hop on the stream sometime and just let me know in the chat and we'll get you in there. Anyway, that does it for me. Catch you later.